Have you ever clicked on a flashy ad promising premium, high-quality workout gear for an unbelievably low price like 2 pairs of leggings? For next to nothing, you enter your credit card, thrilled about the massive discount. But what if I told you that simple click gave a billion-dollar company a VIP pass to drain your bank account month after month? Welcome to the dark side of Activewear. Today, we are exposing the Fabletics VIP membership trap, a system so deceptive it has sparked massive class action lawsuits and thousands of furious consumer complaints. Watch this before you spend a single penny. Fabletics, co-founded by Hollywood actress Kate Hudson, exploded onto the Activewear scene with a brilliant but controversial marketing strategy. They use relentless social media ads and celebrity endorsements to lure in casual shoppers looking for a good deal. The front-end offer is incredibly tempting, but behind the glitz and trendy yoga pants lies a business model built on something the Federal Trade Commission calls dark patterns. Specifically, they utilize a tactic known as hidden subscriptions or forced continuity. Here is exactly how the trap snaps shut. When you accept that massive initial discount at checkout, Fabletics automatically enrolls you in their monthly VIP membership program. Many customers complain that the auto-renewal terms are buried in fine print or presented in an inconspicuous manner during the enrollment process. You might think you are making a standard one-time purchase, but in reality, you have just unknowingly handed over your details for a recurring charge. Once you are locked into this VIP program, Fabletics begins charging your card a hefty fee, often $59.95 or $69.95 every single month. The FTC warns that these manipulative digital design practices trick users into making choices they would not otherwise have made. For example, one customer realized they had paid over $520 a year in subscription fees they never explicitly agreed to. Another customer bought a single item, only to realize a year later they were charged over $900 because they missed the small weekly debits. Fabletics essentially relies on the fact that you will forget to check your bank statements or misunderstand their confusing checkout interface. They use deceptive pricing layouts where the actual cost of items and the member credit system are obscured, masking the true financial commitment. Consumers have flooded the Better Business Bureau with complaints, furious that their accounts were drained without their clear, affirmative consent. It is a textbook example of prioritizing corporate greed over transparency, leaving thousands of shoppers feeling utterly scammed. Imagine paying a hefty monthly fee just for the permission to shop. Unlike traditional subscription boxes where curated clothes automatically arrive at your doorstep, Fabletics offers no such convenience. Instead, you are paying $59.95 or recently, up to $69.95 simply to receive a VIP member credit. But the mechanics of how this credit actually works is where the real financial illusion begins. The entire Fabletics business model relies heavily on a psychological trap known as the Skip the Month feature. To avoid being charged, VIP members are required to log into their accounts between the 1st and the 5th of every single month. Forget to do this, and your credit card is instantly hit. It is a recurring chore, an administrative tax on your busy life. Customers across forums like Reddit are furious. Many swear they hit the skip button but were charged anyway. One user discovered a year later that Fabletics had quietly siphoned over $900 from her bank account in sneaky weekly charges. Fabletics markets the VIP member credit as a massive steal, claiming it can be redeemed for any item or outfit up to a $100 value. However, a massive class action lawsuit filed in California has called out this exact pricing structure as wildly deceptive. The lawsuit points out a glaring issue: virtually no single items at the VIP pricing level actually cost anywhere near $100. The deception continues right into the checkout cart. The website utilizes what consumer advocates call interface interference. When you reach the checkout screen, the subtotal magically adjusts. Fabletics manipulates the item's price so that it consumes your entire credit. You are effectively trading a $60 token for a $35 pair of leggings, losing the difference entirely. To add insult to injury, Fabletics instituted a policy where your paid-for member credits completely expire after 12 months. If you forget to skip, rack up a few credits, and wait too long to use them, Fabletics just erases them from your account. The Federal Trade Commission refers to these exhausting digital practices as sludge, a high-friction system designed to fatigue shoppers. You are lured in by flashy ads, only to be trapped in a relentless cycle of monthly deadlines and math that never adds up.
Canceling a subscription shouldn't feel like negotiating a hostage release. But for thousands of Fabletics customers, trying to stop the monthly charges turns into an absolute nightmare. according to consumer complaints filed with the Better Business Bureau. Outsourced customer service representatives often fail to follow through on cancellation requests. Many customers report that even after explicitly calling to terminate their VIP membership, their credit cards continue to be charged month after month. When these frustrated consumers demand refunds for these unauthorized auto-renewals, they are frequently met with hostility and outright refusal from the support team. The situation is so severe that some users actively advise using virtual credit cards with limited funds just to protect personal bank accounts. This deceptive setup hasn't gone unnoticed by the law. A massive 52-page class action lawsuit has been filed against Fabletics by furious consumers who feel completely scammed. The lawsuit accuses the Activewear retailer of violating California consumer protection laws by failing to clearly disclose the automatic renewal terms specifically. This involves California's Automatic Renewal Law, or ARL, which is one of the strongest pieces of legislation designed to protect shoppers. The ARL mandates that businesses must provide upfront transparency, obtain affirmative consent, and offer a simple and easy cancellation process instead. The lawsuit argues that Fabletics designed its order process to keep the VIP terms intentionally, inconspicuous, trapping buyers into recurring monthly fees. Furthermore, the Federal Trade Commission, or FTC, heavily regulates these continuous subscription features under the Restore Online Shoppers Confidence Act. This federal law strictly prohibits charging consumers on the internet using a negative option feature unless the seller provides a simple stop mechanism. Yet, Fabletics relies heavily on the fact that busy shoppers will miss their narrow 5-day window to skip a payment. This automatically locks them into fees that can average over $720 a year. If you find yourself caught in this frustrating loop, you must take immediate action. Experts recommend logging into your account and canceling before the 5th of the month to avoid the next charge. If you are forced to call, strictly demand a cancellation and do not entertain their retention scripts. Always take screenshots of your cancellation confirmation screens and save emails to protect yourself from future billing errors. If Fabletics still refuses to refund unauthorized charges, do not hesitate to escalate the dispute directly to your bank. Do not let flashy marketing and celebrity endorsements drain your hard-earned money. Watch your bank statements, know your legal rights, and think twice before you ever click buy.
You've heard about the class action lawsuits, the deceptive checkout math, and the disappearing store credits. But the true reality of the Fabletics VIP program is found in the hundreds of desperate pleas plastered across the Better Business Bureau. Today, we are diving into the actual horror stories of regular shoppers who were trapped, and more importantly, how you can bulletproof your bank account against these relentless billing tactics. Across internet forums like Reddit, the stories are shockingly similar and incredibly frustrating. One husband discovered his credit card was being billed monthly without his approval. When he escalated the issue to his state attorney general, Fabletics still refused to cooperate or refund the money, closing the case entirely. Another shopper made a single $31 purchase, hated the product, and never went back, only to realize a year later that Fabletics had quietly drained over $900 from her account. How did they hide it? The charges were broken down into smaller, inconspicuous weekly debits of $14.99. This was done so she wouldn't immediately notice the missing funds on her monthly statement. When victims call customer service, they are often met with hostility, told there is no record of their account. Recently, the VIP membership charge quietly increased, jumping to an eye-watering $69.95 every single month. This happens if you forget to hit that skip the month button between the 1st and the 5th. If you miss that narrow 5-day window, you are instantly charged, and the money becomes a highly restrictive store credit. Worse, the company relies heavily on sludge, tedious high-friction processes designed to fatigue you into giving up. So, what is your ultimate defense? Set a loud, recurring calendar reminder for the 1st of every month. But if you want to be truly secure, take a page out of the playbook. Use virtual credit cards. Services like privacy.com allow you to generate temporary card numbers with strict customized spending limits. When Fabletics attempts to automatically hit your account, the charge will simply bounce, protecting your bank account. The Activewear might look trendy, but the business practices are anything but. Don't let flashy marketing blind you. If you must shop, do it on your own terms, use virtual cards, and always scrutinize your monthly bank statements.